Hi, so welcome. Yes, this is another video about Smile Direct Club. For some reason, I call it Smile Club Direct, so I switched those. It could be my dyslexic self that could be doing that, but welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope this review is helpful for you. So I want to start out. I'm gonna give you a little bit of info why I did why I decided to go with the Smile Direct Club. What were my issues, my reasons, and then I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know. I'm not supposed to. I don't think I hear it, but you could hear a little bit different in the voice, just because I do have my aligners in, and that makes me talk a little bit more clearly, and slower, just because so that I don't slur the words. So before I went in with Smile Direct Club, I've done a lot of research. I've spent hours and hours and hours on YouTube watching everybody else's videos and just trying to get the information, pros, cons, negatives, positives, and the great, the bad, and the ugly. And I finally decided to go with it, and I finally decided to just bite the bullet and pay the money and go with it. And this is why we're here. So I'm going to tell you every single thing that I went through so far. I just started my journey, but I think this is one of the few reviews that are recent, because the ones that I watched have been 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. This is literally happening now. So I'm going to post it, and I hope it helps anybody who's deciding on it now. And this is post-COVID, right? We are in, what is this, June 2021. And I just started it just few days ago, right? So let's go ahead and get started, right? So the reasons why I decided to go with Smile Club Direct, or Smile Direct Club, that will happen through the whole video. I do apologize. It is what it is. So the reason why I wanted it is my teeth look pretty awesome. I mean, they were not great. They were not like fabulous celebrity teeth, but I was happy with them until I had my wisdom teeth come in. And that's where an issue came up. I took out my two, no problem. I just wanted to get rid of them so they don't give me any headache. I took out two, which were on this side, which is my left, right? Just in case the mirror flips with the camera. And then the other side started coming in. And when the other side started coming in, I just figured, if you go to the dentist, it's just easier to take out from one side rather than having, let's say, two tops or two bottoms, just because it's one side. So if you're not eating, or if you're going through the surgery, it's just easier to deal with one side. So I just doubled up on that. And then when these came in, it wasn't a big deal. I could have left them alone, but they started shifting my teeth on the top and the bottom. And this is exactly the reason why I decided to go with the Smile Direct Club, is because before that it was fine. I could have dealt without them, but they shifted my teeth, and you can't really see that bad, especially on the camera. But if I lean in and I show you, you might be able to see that I have a little bit two crooked teeth on the top, and then there's a lot of crowding on the bottom because of that, because they just shifted them. There's other issues that I'm dealing with because of those surgeries, but that's another story, and that's not Smile Direct Club, has nothing to do with them. So that is the reason why I wanted to do the Smile Club Direct, is because I wanted to fix those teeth that started shifting to the middle, and kind of I now have crooked teeth. I'm gonna lean in, warning, put your phone back so that you don't have to look at my mouth. If you're not gonna be able to see it, I'm gonna show you some of my aligners, and maybe you'll be able to see it there. But again, my case would be very minor compared to other people, so I don't know if that would help you. But I'm gonna lean in and show you my teeth. Just step back from your phone or whatever. Warning. Okay, so if you take a look, I don't know if you can see this. This is right here. It goes on the top of this. So yes, I know my teeth are almost fine, but it has been bothering me, right? I'm going to show you one of the aligners so you can see a little bit clearer what my issue is. So in reality, they would have to kind of stretch out the top and then stretch out the bottom to make space, so they can like space it out, and there's no more crowdedness in the teeth. First, I decided to do the top only because my issue when I smile, you can see my top teeth. You can see my top teeth, but you cannot see my bottom one. So I figured I'm not even going to touch the bottom. But if I show you how my teeth are, so this would be my teeth now. Now I figured if they're going to try to fix the crowdiness on the top, they would have to kind of make it wider, and I was worried that that would make my overbite bigger from what it is now. So I figured if I do the bottoms, even though I don't need to, it would help out with that, right? So it would kind of bring me back from, to where I actually started. So I did not want to get a huge difference. I know the reviews that out there, and I was freaking out as well. So I was trying to do less, but still see the difference in my teeth, right? So again, my case I think is very minor compared to other people, but I'm still not happy with them, so I wanted to fix them. So again, did a lot of research. I think I watched every single video that's on YouTube, and I would recommend you do the same. Again, every person is different. Everybody has different reaction, different feedback on this company as well. So after spending a lot of hours, a lot of information, processing all of it, doing research, there's negatives on the billing. I know if you're not familiar, they overcharging you, they keep billing you, the collections, it goes on. And then there's the issue with the teeth, right? And I was freaking out on that more because you can kind of pay less and then get stuck, and you would have to shell out later on a lot of money. So if something goes wrong with the teeth. So I did all of that research, and I finally decided, you know what, I can't, Invisalign would still cost me a little bit too much. So I figured, let me try it. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll spend a few months trying to get my money back and getting a refund, right? So I jumped, I decided, I was like, okay, let's do it. So this is my experience. I live in New York City. So I booked I did not want to do the impression kit. I was like, let me go and let me have them do it. I came in, everybody was lovely. They did say that if you go into the studio to their physical location, they're going to give you, it was kind of like a kit, and I'll show that to you later on. It's like a welcome kit with like whitening stuff and everything. So they're going to give you that kit, and then you can decide if you want to pay. Now I did also research, and I'm going to give you a few tips, and you don't have to follow them. This is just my experience, and it could be silly, right? But I'm going to give it to you anyways, just in case it helps you. You guys, you don't have to pay. Now you have two options. So the amounts that they have is $19.50, I think, is if you pay one time up front, and then it's $23.50 if you pay in months. So it's $250 down payment, and then it's going to be $87 every month for 24 months. You have the option. Now, at some point during the booking of your in-studio appointment to check out your teeth and to scan them, they're going to ask for your credit card. I did not give it to them. And this is because I was still kind of flip-flopping between the Invisalign and Smile Direct Club. And I was still deciding, should I just close my eyes and go blindly into the Smile Direct Club? I really didn't want to pay more, right, for the Invisalign or the regular, just because what I do for my job, I speak a lot. I don't want to have my mouth full of metal. I did not give my credit card to the Smile Direct Club. I was still not convinced, and I was like, let me go. I'm not losing anything. Worst case, I spent 30 minutes and, I just waste my time. So I came into the studio. Everybody was pleasant. There were a bunch of people there waiting for customers. I came in. They gave me an iPad. I filled out my information. Again, they asked me for a credit card. I said, no, thank you, that I'm not ready to get that card just because. And I tell them up front, I said, I've seen the comments online, and I've seen that you charge right away. So the moment you leave that place or the next day, they're going to charge you at least $250, depending on the plan that you choose, I'm guessing. I don't know if that's the case. It could be that, let's say, if you decide to do a 2-year plan, or yes, 2-year plan, maybe they'll charge you only $250. But if you decide on going the whole thing, $19.50, they might charge you $19.50 the next day, which is a lot of money. So I told her, no, we're not doing that. I said, and I was willing to walk away. I was willing to come into the studio, waste my time, getting there, coming back, 30 minutes there, I was like, I'm willing to do that. It's not worth it, right? It's my smile. It's a lot of money. It's my mouth. It's bones, and it's serious. So I was willing to walk away. They sat me down. I filled out my information. It's kind of, that information is going to be used if, let's say, you decide to go with a Smile Direct Club, and they're going to use it in their registration. So I sat down. The young lady that was doing the scanning and everything else was very informative. She gave me a lot of information, only information that they train her on. You guys, obviously she was not a doctor. She's just some Joe Schmo that they got from, hiring from Indeed or Monster.com, if anybody still uses that. And she was just very knowledgeable on their products. Now, you can't really ask her any information regarding your dental, your mouth, your nothing. So please be prepared and go to your dentist first. I did go to my dentist, and I told her about an issue that I have in my jaw. So it's not like a clicking jaw, but it's something like that. And I told her that I'm considering doing braces for my crooked teeth. And she's like, well, you don't really need it. It's not a big deal. And I told her, well, not really braces, but if because she was worried that if I do braces, that it could have somehow affect my bite or somehow affect my jaw. And I said, well, no, it's not, I want to do the Invisalign or Smile Direct Club. And she's like, oh, you can do those. And that was told to me by my dentist. I did enjoy her. Like, she was knowledgeable and she knew what she was doing. I've been to, a few dentists before. So I was comfortable with that. So for some reason, she thought that Invisalign, and I didn't even mention Smile Direct Club. I actually just spoke just because people might not know about it. So I just said Invisalign. I said Invisalign. She's like, oh, you can do those. So for some reason, she thought that maybe it's not a real brace situation. So I thought that was just a little bit funny. But I guess because she was fine with it, I'm like, you know what, I feel comfortable. She doesn't see any issues. I don't have my wisdom teeth anymore, so why not? So I went to the appointment. Everything went great. I did my research. The young lady was very careful, was very pleasant, was very nice. It was a joy to be with her. She scanned everything. They do take a bite. So they do scan your overbite. So she puts the stick in your mouth on one side, then she puts it on the other side. So they did take an overbite of a picture of my overbite, or the 3D scan of my overbite or underbite. So they do that. I don't know how that affects the aligners, but they did that in the office. Everything went great. She did tell me that, hey, by the way, she did try to, very nicely, very subtle, but she did try to get me put my credit card number down, which I did not. Again, I'm refusing to give you my credit card. I don't know what happens after that. I've dealt with them. If anybody ever ordered CDs when you were little, like those 3 or 4 CDs a month subscription, which is impossible to cancel. If you know what I'm talking about, please comment below. But it's almost impossible to cancel those. So I'm already familiar. I'm already knowledgeable on that. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. You're not getting my credit card. And she did try to tell me, oh, well, if they don't see a credit card, they might not even bother making your plan. And I was like, that's fine. Again, she was very pleasant. She's a doll. Nothing bad to say about my experience in the studio. But again, if they're not willing, and I told her that, if they're not willing to even shoot me a 3D possibility, which is not even guaranteed, right? It's just what they think it will be. I'm not even giving you my money. That's a lot of money. $2,000. That's a whole lot of money. So I'm like, that's okay. Then I'll go to Invisalign. Then I'll go to a doctor and I'll do physical visits. She kind of gave that to me. Then she gave me a packet. I'm going to show you a packet. And let me show you the packet. It's a cute baggie. Here you go. So you got this, and let me show you what's inside. So just like your regular box that you're gonna get, you get a little balm. If you're not, I'm sure you've seen these. I'm not even gonna, I'll try to open it, but no. You get a little balm, like you would get in your box if you decide to do a box. You get a little sanitizer. I don't know if you can see that. Little sanitizer. You get this kit for the lighting. I tried to open it. I did not use this yet. I'm not sure how. And it has like little attachments for an Apple and the Android. And then the little pen that you can use for the gel. You get one, and you can get it, yeah, I think you can use it like 4 times maybe, if I'm not mistaken. It should be 2 days, 4 uses. So it's 2 days, 4 uses. I haven't done it yet, just because I was waiting for my braces, or if I decided to do one. So you get this, you guys, and then you get a little brochure. So you get a little brochure here. I'm not sure what this is for. Somehow, what is this? Okay, so it's for the brightening pan, and then you get this, and they tell you what to expect. A little brochure. Nothing really here that's of interest. So this is it, you guys. You get this bag just for showing up. I also got, and I'm not sure why. By the way, they sent me an email, and the email is to confirm my appointment with them. And I, for some reason, did not confirm it. I was running around. It was crazy. I was busy, and I did not confirm the appointment. I'm not sure. They kept texting, which is awesome, because, you know, a reminder, if you're working, if you're busy, that happens. I did not confirm it, and they kept emailing me from the office. And then I'm not sure why, but I guess maybe because they were not sure if I was coming or not, even though I had it on my planner. They also gave me a $25 gift card. Now, I don't think it was even mentioned that they're going to give me a $25 gift card. Only after I left, after a few hours, they sent me like an e-gift card, like it's a e-visa, like a little email with a card number. I haven't used it, but I actually activated it. So it's a real deal. It's a real deal, $25. So you guys, I just went to the studio. I did not give them my credit card, and I would recommend you do the same. People, do not give them your credit card. Do not. You don't need it. Come into the office, have them scan you if you're still not deciding, right? I'm not telling you to do all of this and not get the Smile Direct Club, but don't get it if you're not comfortable. Don't get it if something's fishy. But, you know, use it only if you're serious about this, or you're considering, or you're pondering on you know, getting them or not getting them. Don't just go and waste people's time and, you know, money and everything else. Go if you're really curious or need to go, and you considering between, let's say, Invisalign and Smile Direct Club. So from that 30 minutes, I'm not spending the time, you know, I'm not telling you about the time that I actually spent going there, but for the 30 minutes that I've been there, it was a pleasant conversation. She scanned my teeth. Everything was wonderful. That took a little bit of time, but I got this little baggie with the balm, and then I also got the $25 gift card, which is fabulous. Stay tuned, you guys. I'm gonna post another video later on, and I'm gonna continue on with the box. I did get the box. I don't have it with me right now, but I did get the box, and I'm gonna mention everything from that starting point. When did I get the smiles? When did I get the box? And I'm already wearing my my first tray, my first aligners, and I'm gonna talk about that as well. So stay tuned for the next video, and I'm gonna post it in a few, just how everything continued after this appointment, because I was refusing to give them my credit card. I was like, no. I read enough, the Better Business Bureau and everything else online, Google's, Reddit's, you name it, I read them. I was like, not giving you my credit card. Stay tuned, you guys. Next video coming up soon, and I'm gonna talk more about my experience with them. If there is, I'm just curious. Again, by the way, I'm not in any way sponsored by them. As you noticed, I mentioned good stuff, but then I'm mentioning a lot of smack about them. So definitely not sponsored. This is my true and honest opinion of them as I'm going along with this. So there's no tricks, there's no fishy stuff here. Just as I go along, just my experience with them. But please, 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 careful with your money. It's a lot of money. If you are considering, if you're going, and I would recommend going to the studio rather than doing the imprints yourself. I had my regular dentist make the retainers from like a soft plastic, and it takes a lot to get that imprint. So if you have a studio nearby, please go to the studio rather than doing them yourself. That could be way, way, way better results from your 3D scans. But thank you for watching, you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll show you the box. It's a little bit different from what I've seen people get in their boxes. And then I'm going to talk about my experience with my first aligners. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.